Các bạn ơi, hello, how are you? Can you hear me? How come I can hear anything? First of all, thank you for coming tonight. Thank you, the owner of this community that allowing us to stay in here for tonight. It's very warm and support our team. Thank you everyone for coming and visit us and join our service, our chanting, our meditation, and we are now having a talk. So I guess all of us here knowing that all venerable monks are coming this way from online, right? So that means we appreciate our team who work really hard at home, keeping updated the pages, so all people can follow and know where we at. And that surprised us sometimes because when we walk, and there's a lot of people waited for us outside along the road already. Sometimes I wonder how come they know. So our journey is to walk for peace, to raise the awareness of peace. And I guess all of us here because we seek for peace, right? So we are not at peace. How come? Why are we not at peace? Can someone tell us why? Wanting,
needing more,
wanting, needing, but you cannot get it. Sometimes we want a lot, we need a lot, we eat a lot of things that we need, we want, but we cannot get it, we cannot achieve it. But what if you get them? Whatever you want, you can get them. What about that? Still not happy? Not at peace. This is very important right here. Because when we get it already, when we got it, right? We want something, we want that person, we got it. Now we owned it. We call that, you are mine. That is mine. This is mine. Everything is mine, right? And now what do you have to do? Trying to keep this, right? Try to keep it safe. Put it in our pocket. Put it somewhere in the safe box. Try to keep it away from the others. Afraid that somebody gonna take it away from us. Is that a lot of effort? It is, right? A lot of effort to do so. Now, I'm not sure that I'm going to put it up there in the attic or on the basement or maybe under my pillows or in the bucket of rice or something like that. We need to find a way to keep them safe. Correct? We do that a lot. I don't know about America, but in Vietnam, sometimes my mom and my dad, they work really hard, and they got a ring of gold. It's not much, okay? But they need to find a way and find the right place to keep it safe. And then when they lost it, they suffer a lot, cries a lot, because they work really hard to get that. So that is materialism. What about the person that we love? Are we gonna put it in the bucket? Put that person in the bucket? No, right? We also need to protect it. We want to keep it. We want to protect that person. We don't want to lose it. And the more we want to protect it, the more we want to preserve that person for us. And then someone else taking that person away from us, we suffer more and more. So when we hold it very tight, my hand's also hurtful right now, my left hand. Why? Because I hold my stick very tight. My left hand, I don't know why, but it hurt. The doctor is looking at me right now. She forced me to wash my feet earlier, and now probably she's gonna do something to my hand. So when we have something that we call mine, we already suffer. That is the fact. Because everything in this world are impermanent. Nothing will last forever. There is no forever. We can see around us, our country, the whole world is changing daily, every second. And there are so much people are suffering because of changing. And we are also suffer as well because of aging, because of illness, because of death. We lost our loved one. That's why our Buddha said, when we are at birth, that's already suffering. Aging, sickness, and death. These are the four truths that all human beings are suffering. But we don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about now, in this country, in this world that we are living in, we have to face it. We have to face a lot of problem around us. And we don't know how to deal with it. That is why we are living with suffering every second, with anger, but we don't know how to let it go. We don't know how to fix it. And so us as a Buddhist monk, we see that people are suffering, but we couldn't do anything to help. And so we carry on our vow, make a big vow to walk on this journey to Washington, D.C., to bring the awareness of peace, loving kindness, and compassion to all human beings, hoping that all will be living in harmony, unity, and hopefully our country, the whole world, soon will be healed. All other countries like Vietnam right now is under flood. Sri Lankan also just recently flooded. Thousands and thousands of people just died. And it's keep doing that. Keep doing that. Earlier we were out there very kind of cold. We had fire, but then it's still cold. But a couple of days ago it was hot, right? Now it's cold. And no one's expected that cold, and I said, we brought it here. Because along the way, we had all that. So, we need to learn how to let go, how to deal with anger, and how to live at peace. In order for us to do that, we have to put some effort. Today was raining, right? You all have to take some effort to get here, correct? Same thing as practicing, that we need to take time, we need to put some effort to practice, but we have to be patient. Patience is the key. Without patience, we cannot do anything. We cannot achieve anything. You know, when I became a monk, a lot of things came to me. A lot of problems. Out from nowhere. I don't even know those people. But they just came and trying to push me out from the temple. And there's people just shout at me as a Buddhist monk, and lay people, they come and they shout at me. So all those are my lessons. I learned to stay calm by breathing, breathe in and out. And I tell myself, no, that person is already suffered, that's why. She or he saying such thing. You don't need to put more suffering to that person. I remind myself like that, and I stay calm. Every single day, every day when that person comes to the temple, I come out to greet her, greet him. Return is like looking at me just like the bullet eyes, and then walk away. I do that for 2 years straight. Whenever I cook, whenever I have something, I ask, oh, today I cook, please come in and eat with us. Giving me a bullet eye and walk away. 2 years straight. And every single time I smile. On the New Year, Lunar New Year Day, I walk from the shrine hall back to the Sanghavasa, which is the monk residence. And I saw that person sitting on my chair and eat and drink. Following me was a group of lady devotees. And I say hi to her, to that person. I say, how are you? It's New Year, Happy New Year. And that person said, do I have to ask for permission to eat and drink? I say, no, you don't need to. You're more than welcome to do whatever you want to do. And then that person said, if I hate somebody, I hated it until I die. Even if I die, I still hate that person. I will carry that with me. I said, it's been 2 years. It's my fault. Everything's on mine. Because of me saying, please wait. That's why I make you mad up until now. for 2 years straight, so it's my fault. Please let us live peacefully, happily from now. Today is New Year, the first day of New Year. Please forgive me. That's what I said. And she said, from now on, if you already apologize, I accept that. But if from now on, whenever I talk to anybody, if you say something, I will slap to your face. Even in front of the people, I say, okay, thank you for that. I will keep in mind. So shall we move on? That person say, okay, if you already apologize, then let's move on then. I say, thank you so much, Happy New Year. From there on, every single time, every single thing that person does, always call and ask me for permission and ask me for advice. What I want to tell you all is patience will give you the results, the best fruits. Without that, we won't have that, right? That is just one thing. Many things that come to my monk's lifehood. But I have to remind myself to practice patience. Same thing as walking on this journey. A lot of you asking, are you barefooted? Yes, I am one of the monk who walk barefooted with him and the other monk. Are we hurt? Yes, we hurt. It's very painful. It's not easy. And he sometimes said, if you need to wear socks or you need to wear shoes, please put it on, because it's very hurtful. And I know you practicing, but sometimes we need to walk on the middle way. And I try my best to walk on this, even though it's very hurtful, very painful. Sometimes I walk very slow. I slow down the whole team. And sometimes I walk very, very fast. And I left the whole team behind. I don't know if that is a good thing or not. But every time when I step on nails, on something that is hurtful, I learn how to be patient. I learn how to be mindful with it. So in order for us to be patient, to have patience, to build more patience, one of the quotes say from the Buddha said, let's practice patience just like the wind. The wind is just flying, right? It's pushing, flying. Whatever that people throw into that wind, the wind will never stop and argue and get mad at that person. It only does its job, is to fly in and to push everything, even along its way. Correct? So practicing patience just like the wind. Now we have some firewood out there. Practice patience just like fire. How? Fire only does its job to burn. Even though you put all the dirty things in this world into that fire. Body. Have you ever go to India? Have you heard about Ganga River? India, they very, how you call? They say that along the Ganga River, the fire of burning the body never stops. So the fires, even though we throw in all the bad things, all the dirty things into that fire, it's only burn. Does its job is to burn them all. It will never stop to argue, to get mad at us. Patience like that. So now we can ask ourselves, how much patience we have. Very little, right? Because every single time when things come, we react right away. We react right away. That's why we are suffer. No patience at all. What happens if you have no patience when things come to your life? Either you use this to fight back, or this to fight back. What happened after that fight back? Two sides. Now all suffer. Can it solve the problem? No? Of course not. That will create more problem. Now I ask you one thing. What happens if some people just spit into your face? What will you do? How would you react? Probably we going to be very mad. We're going to hit that person. Right? I learned that a lot. Because along our way, when we walk like that and people have to go slow, they shout at us. No patience. They use F word on us. No patience. And we fight back. We fought back. May you be well, happy, and peaceful. And with a smile. How wonderful that is. So, now if that person spit on your face, if you wipe it, it means you give that person a reaction. Right? That person will continue to attack us. Or let's say we go wash it. Why do you have to go wash it? That person, we also give that person more chances to attack us. The brave person who solves this problem is just to stand there. Patiently. No anger. Let that person shout. Say whatever he wants to say. Once he's calm, we can go wash our face. No problem. Or, what if your husband raised his voice? Your wife raised her voice. What should we do? Get them a cup of glass of water. A cold one. It's fine. Just here. Take this water. Probably he gonna push it away. Don't worry about it. Get another one. How many cups we have? Let him push it away. Try it all. I think the last cup, he will be calm. He will take that. Because I don't think he would want to spend more money to buy more cups. So, the purpose of this, the point of me saying all this, is to show you we need to be mindful with what we're doing, with our thoughts. This and this comes out from this. So if we are not mindful with this thinking, this monkey mind, then we always react very quickly. Just like that, we react like that. The more we react, the more we are suffer. But we still react. I don't know why and how. We already know that we react, we suffer. But still, we want to suffer. That's why we react. And so for us to stop react, we need to be mindful. And how we do that? You need to take time per day to practice mindfulness. What is mindfulness, by the way? When we walk like this is the longest walk-in meditation ever in our life. Usually, meditation is just to sit like this, right? But then walking is just supporting, but not the main. But now we're taking walking as a main object to practice meditation. So when we walk, we either concentrate on our breathing method or touch, our feet touching the ground. Up, forward, down, touch. Up, forward, down, touch. Or just breathe in, continue breathing in, out, just like that. And then when people call, when people say hi, we stop this, and we look, and we say hi. After that, what? We come back here or come back here. But when we say hi, when we stop and we say hi, we also have to be mindful with it. Knowing what we are doing. That's what I want to say. Knowing what we are doing at that time. Usually people don't know what they are doing because they are doing based on their habits. Everything's already become a habit already. The habit is something that you repeat over and over and over for so long that became a habit. Just like brushing our teeth. We don't need to think twice. Just go to the bathroom, automatically know how to brush our teeth, how to eat, how to drink. Those already became a habit long time ago. So now we need to practice mindfulness just like a habit, a new habit that can wipe out all the old, all the bad habits. And so now when we sit like this, okay, meditation, breathing in and out. This area right here, I call it the nostril area. Either you concentrate it from here, by the nostril, or here. Here, when you breathe in and breathe out, the air is touching here, right? So when you breathe in, don't force your breath. Just breathe in, aware of that breath going in. Breathe out, aware of that breath going out. In, out. In, out. Just like that. And now when you in and out for a second, thoughts arise. Why does thoughts arise? Because we have full of thoughts. Why do we have full of thoughts? Because we have taken so much thing in this world into our mind. Watching TV, watching YouTube, talking, hang around, playing, go to market. Anything that you do repeatedly, and the more you do it, the more you stick it in here. So now when we sit down and breathe in and breathe out, all those old things that we have associated with, it will arise. We call the past. So now we are living in this present moment, but we are not. We are living with the past and chasing the future. And so the thought arises, that person said something about me yesterday. I didn't like that. And now just that one thought, very simple thought. But no, we didn't stop it right there. Now we start drawing it out. Whenever I see her, I will say this, I will do this, and I hate her so much, and so on and so on. Now you create a whole story of that person just saying one thing for 1 hour session of meditation. You sit in there and drawing the whole story of that person saying just one thing. How horrible it is. Our mind is like that. Every little thing in this lifetime, in this daily life, we associate it with, we always keep it in here. And then we will use it over and over again. So every single day, when we wake up in the morning, our mind is clear here because after a long sleep night, right? So our mind is clear enough. What should we do when it's clear? We should sow a good seed into that mind. Right when we woke up. What is a good seed? Mindfulness, peace, compassion, love and kindness. Those are the good seeds that we need. If we let it blank, what will happen? That statement that person just said yesterday, now it arises again. Right? And then you automatically seeing that person in your mind, the face of that person in your mind. And hearing that sound, just imagination like that. And you still heard that sound saying that thing that you don't like. And the face of that person is so big right in front of us. Because that is something that you don't like. You don't want it. That's why you react. Right? So if we don't sow a good seed in the morning, then we will have to live with the past again. That is why I said, every morning when we wake up, the first thing in the morning what we should do, get a piece of paper, a pen, write it down. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Write it down, read it over and over and over. And then throughout the day, please be patient with it. You have to be patient. It doesn't mean that when you wrote that down and you read it over and over and then that your day will be automatically at peace. No, it's not like that. It doesn't work that way. You have to work for it. Just like we go to work to make money. We have to clock in and clock out to get money, right? Same thing. In the morning, we wrote that down. Throughout the day, we have to be mindful with it. And remember that you already make that statement for yourself. Today is going to be my peaceful day. So now we start to do some work right here. I will be mindful when I breathe in and breathe out. I will be mindful when I washing dishes. I will be mindful when I cook. I will be mindful when bad thoughts arise. That is the key. I will be mindful when bad thoughts arise. When I know it, when I aware of that thought, I don't follow that thought. And now, believe it or not, after we made a good statement, then lemons start throwing it at us. Now we react, yeah? Yes or no? If lemons throwing at us, are we reacting or no? No, we don't react. Remember? The more we react, the more we suffer. I know it's sour, or bitter melon is bitter, but it's okay. Those are medicine. It's good, okay? Sugar is really bad. We all know that. So bitter melon is the medicine to cure sugar. Is that true? Yes, diabetic people, they eat a lot of bitter melons. And when we walk like this, we drink a lot of vitamin C, lemons. Right? So don't just eat sugar and then throw away bitter melons and lemons. Please. Those are the best thing in the world for us. Keep in mind that. And so now when all those bad things come into our life, you have to pause for a moment and breathe. Hold on into the reaction. You can react later, that's fine. But right at that moment, it's very important. Just pause. Come back right here. Ignore that sound. Ignore that image of that person. Just ignore it. Because the more you're looking at that person, the more you're listening to that person, the more you will react. The anger will be arise. Now we are not experts, so we just learn the way to run away first. Okay? So when things happen, just pause for a moment. Just like when we walk on the road. When you see us, you will pause for a second looking at us. There are people just stop the car, get out from the car, and then stood right there looking at us in tears. That's it. Not even say a word. At that moment, I can tell she must be really suffer. And this is the chance for her to pause and look within. That is when peace begins. It's just like that, but we didn't realize we are seeking something out there for us to be at peace. So now we have to be mindful. We have to be patient with all the things happening in our life. Remember that, okay? Be patient with it. Of course, at the beginning, we going to fail really bad. But it's okay. We learn. So I always say, we learn a lesson already. From this to there, there's a step right there. If I have to fall, I felt at that step, and I have to stand up, walk again. If I have to fall again in the future, it got to be the next one, not the same one. So after we learned, we need to tell ourselves that we need to pass that, and we need to continue walking forward. And don't just stay at one place. We need to pass that. Okay? So the key tonight is patience, mindful, breathing. Just pause for a second. Look at your breath going in and out. Okay? No react. Don't say anything back. Just be silent. That's why sometimes our monks, we practice noble silence. We don't talk. Not even a word. Just to stay within. Sometimes we need that. But if you want to practice that, you need to let your family know. Okay? Otherwise, they're gonna have a big question, and it's gonna be a big problem. All right? When monk practice, we made that statement, or at the meditation center, we wear a tag, say, noble silence. So whenever people talk, look at me. Show this tag to them. And they say, oh, okay, sorry. That's it. Now we need to practice slow down, patient and mindful. And I hope that what I share tonight will benefit you and you'll be able to practice more. But remember, today is going to be my peaceful day. You have to work throughout the day from morning to nighttime. Work really hard for it in order for us to have a peaceful day. From morning to noontime, you'll be able to keep yourself from distraction. And you don't react. That's good. But from noon until afternoon until the evening, sometimes you may fail, or sometimes you may fail right after you make that statement in the morning. Right after that, I just wrote down, today is going to be my peaceful day, and you got out from your room, and your kids and your husband say something, and then you just shout at them. That's not a peaceful day. So we need to learn how to be patient and calm. Okay? Practice mindfulness will remind you everywhere you go, everything you do, that you are a different person. Otherwise, you won't be able to remember what you are doing. The reason why we are lack of memories, the reason why we are so distracted, is because we don't come back within. We are always reaching out. Teenagers, kids, same thing. They have no memories at all. Always sidetracked. And so we don't want us and our future generation to go on the same path. We need to change now. This world won't bring peace to us. This country will not bring peace to us. We have to build peace within us. Once we are at peace, we can share to our families, to our society, to our city, state, country, the world. Then that is when peace begins throughout the world. Because if everybody's all at peace, then there's nothing to fight. No need to argue. That is how we want to spread peace and love and kindness and compassion on this journey. All right. Any question? Okay, if you don't have any other question, then thank you so much for coming. And I wish you and your family always be well, happy, and peaceful. And may you all soon will be expert in mindfulness meditation and to support yourself and your family members. And that is how we support the country as well. So thank you so much. And if you do have any question while practicing, you're more than welcome to go on our page and message us and let the admins know that you want to talk to one of the monks, and then they will pass it on to us. And we are more than happy to support on your practicing as well. Please don't misunderstood that this is the Buddha way and this is the only for Buddhist followers to practice. No, it's for everybody. Mindfulness is for everyone in this world. Thank you so much, and we have a small gift for you all, and a blessing string. So if you can line up this way, and our venerable monks can give you the string. Thank you.